Okay, so the second question in the review for chapter 8, it says how many kilojoules will be evolved in the formation of SO2 from 9.75 grams as solid and excess of oxygen. And the formula that is given is this one. Okay, so okay, so I don't know if you know this, but I always say if they give you a formula, you always need to change it into moles. So they will give you a mass, you will need to change it into moles. So they gave us a mass, you will still need to change it into moles. So we need to find the molar mass of S. Okay. So I already have that as in any style. So S is 32.1 grams per mole. So we want to, what the question is saying that is that we want to know the formation of SO2, but they are only giving us the S. So we need to know the coefficients. So it's going to be 1 to 1 to be able to make the changes that we want to make. So first things first is change grams into mole. So we have 9.75 grams of S and we want to change it into moles. So for this change, we need to know that grams always gets the number and the mole is alone. So we want to cancel grams. So we want grams in the bottom so they can cancel. So 32.1 and then 1 mole on the top of S. Cancel this. And if you do your calculations, it will be around 3 or 4 moles of S. So this step is, the next one that I'm going to do is, as of right now, inefficient or just the same thing, but the professor really likes it to do, because if it's not 1 to 1, you will need to change you will need to do another arrangement to get the answer, and this will be it. So you have 3 or 4 moles of S. So you need to do the 1 to 1. So you want to cancel on the bottom, so you want the moles of S on the bottom and what you want on the top. So what you want on the top is SO2, and you have 1 mole of SO2 and 1 mole of S. So you cancel this and you will get the SO2 that you want. Okay, so now that you have 3 or 4 moles of SO2, we are also given another piece of information, which is the enthalpy. So with this, you can also do a ratio of the moles, meaning the coefficients. So is this over the coefficients, which means moles. So what you want to do is you want to put kJ, so kilojoules, on the top, because that's what you want, that's what they're asking you for. And then moles of SO2 on the bottom, and it's always going to be 1 mole if we're talking about the enthalpy, and on the top is going to be 296.8. And the answer is going to be negative 90.22. And you will ask me, why did you leave the negative? So in the question it says that there are how many kJs will be evolved. So evolved is one of the words that tells you that kJ, even though it's a mass, not a mass but energy. So evolved means that it's going to be exothermic, and exothermic means that it will release energy. So that's why it will stay negative. So this will be the answer. And if you ask me, so what will happen if there's 2 moles? So instead of this, it will be 2 moles on the bottom, and so on and so forth.